Now let us see the sequential logic circuits in little more details. The sequential logic circuits, they consist of memory elements. Memory elements or storage elements have the capability of storing the binary information. State of a sequential logic circuit is stored in the storage element as the binary information. So it is stored in the form of zeros and 1 or combination of the bits zeros and 1. So state of a binary uh, the state of a sequential logic circuit which has two memory elements, it can be 0 0 or 0 1 or 1 0 or 1 1 like this. So if number of memory elements are there, then the state of the sequential logic circuit will be defined by that many number of bits, and there will be more number of states for that particular sequential logic circuit. Flip-flops are used as the storage element for storing the binary information. So flip-flops are the devices in which the binary information can be stored. You can store either bit 1 or you can store bit 0 in the flip-flop. Actually the flip-flop has got two stable states. One state of the flip-flop is the set state and another state of the flip-flop is reset state. When the flip-flop is in the set state, it is said to have stored the bit 1, while if the flip-flop is in the reset state, then the flip-flop is said to have stored the binary bit 0. One flip-flop it stored, as it is discussed, stored one binary bit. Okay. Now let us see the types of sequential logic circuits. There are two types of sequential logic circuits: synchronous and asynchronous circuits. The synchronous circuits, a synchronous sequential circuit is a system whose behavior can be defined from the knowledge of its signal at discrete instance of time. So the signal is going to change at some definite instance of the time. The state of the circuit do not change at any instance of time. So let us say the state of the circuit, it changes after every 10 milliseconds or 10 microseconds and like that, but in between 10 microsecond or in between 10 millisecond, the state of the synchronous circuit do not change. These circuits use clock signal. All memory elements in the circuit changes their respective state either at the positive edge of the clock or they change at the negative edge of the clock signal. Whereas there are asynchronous circuit, the behavior of the asynchronous sequential circuit depends on the input signals at any instance of time and the order in which the input changes. The synchronous clock circuits uses clock pulses as it is shown in this particular diagram. So this particular clock pulses, they when the clock pulse is available, then only the memory elements, which are nothing but the flip-flops, they will change the state. Otherwise, in absence of the clock pulse, the flip-flops will not change its state. So the flip-flops either changes their state at the positive edge of the clock, like when the clock is going high from low. Okay, at this particular state the flip-flops will change their state. Okay, or the flip-flops will change their state at the negative edges of the clock. Okay, so the flip-flops, they are said to be either positive age triggered or negative age triggered. The flip-flops will not change their state in between these particular ages. Okay, so if it is positive age triggered, then it will change the state either at this particular positive age or this positive age, but within these positive ages it will not change their state. So this is what is the synchronous clocked sequential circuit. A change in the state of the flip-flop is initiated only by a clock transition. For example, when the value of the clock signal changes from 0 to 1, okay, when the clock pulse is not active, the flip-flop loop between the values stored in the flip-flop, okay, so it does not changes its state. The value formed at the input to the flip-flop is effectively broken between the flip-flop outputs cannot change even if the outputs of the combination circuit driving their input change in value. Okay. So thus the transition from one state to the next state occurs only at predetermined interval dictated by the clock pulses. Okay. So uh, in this particular video we have learned the differences between the sequential logic circuit and combination logic circuit, and we had introduction of the sequential logic circuit. In the next topic, uh, in the next video, we shall see the flip-flops, the SR latch and the clocked SR latch.